Welcome to Captain Select Lisa Tolino's promotion ceremony. I will briefly read from the appointment letter from Commanding Officer, NOSC, Riverside, to Commander Lisa Marie Tolino, U.S. Navy. Subject, delivery of permanent appointment. Your permanent appointment to captain with the date of rank and effective date of 1 January 2021 is hereby delivered. Attention to oath. Please repeat after me. I, state your name.
I, Lisa Tolino,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Captain Tolino. James and Andrew, come on up. Okay, so each
Ready?
of you gets to take off my old rank and reveal the new rank. Here we go. That's our ham. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You guys can take it off.
Which one? Which one? This one?
Whatever you can take off. See what? Yeah, take it off. See what you can take it. No. That one.
Oh, okay.
Just take it off, James. Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Yay!
And now it's time for my speech, which I seem to have misplaced. I found it. So I just wanted to thank everybody. When the results for this came out, the advice that the female flag community and female aviator captains gave was to make a big hoopla out of it. Well, the results came out in the end of April, and it was something I was really looking forward to having a big party and spending a lot of money and having everybody come over and have some food. And I thought maybe March 1st isn't far around the corner. This is when it's going to happen. Something tickled the back of my ear. Something tickled my ear. And I looked up the results on December 30th and was surprised to find that my appointment was effective. The promotion was effective on January 1st of this year. And I wanted to get this done on my drill weekend, but my drill weekends are very busy, and I didn't want to take a lot of time from everybody else, and I didn't want to make it more complicated than it needs to be, so we decided to go ahead and do this at home, keep it simple and safe, and share it so that everybody else can enjoy it at home. So we're emailing this out to you guys, texting you links, putting it on Facebook, whatever we can, and thanks for watching this. But this was my chance to share a little bit about my story. So, first of all, if any of you guys have served with me and seen me speak, I cry. I always cry. So, when I read aloud and it's something moving, my boys are like, is Mommy going to cry? Yes, today, Mommy's going to cry a little bit. So, first and foremost, I thank God for humbling me and designing my whole life and my career. The first time I saw the possibility of being a captain in the United States Navy Reserve was in January of 2009 when I was chosen to assist at the Captain Select Board. And I got to see 1,000 records, so many records. What a privilege it was to see how the process is. It's as fair as you can get with a human system. And I looked at those records and saw those commanders, and back then I was a lieutenant commander, and I thought to myself, I will never work that hard. That is incredible what those guys do. I will be happy, and my plan at the time was to serve 20 years, retire as lieutenant commander, so that I can go to the commissary in exchange, where I hope to see many of you in the future. It's my favorite shopping place. And the Navy Reserve, God used that to orchestrate meeting Mike. And I wouldn't be wearing this rank if it weren't for Mike. And the reason why is this. Mike had been passed over many times as lieutenant commander to make commander. And so there were many wickets and challenging opportunities that he saw. And I wanted to cheer him and be with him along the course. So when Mike said, let's do joint professional military education, which is a certificate course, graduate level work, that you don't get paid to do and there's no degree at the end of it, but it's something that says, yes, I believe in this and I want to give a good contribution to the Navy. I said, yeah, Mike, I'll join you. Let's do this. And then right after that, we did JPME Phase 2, advanced JPME. We went to Korea together. We went to 5 weeks at MSOC in Rhode Island together. And he mentored me. He was a perfect mentor. He's a perfect disciple in Christ for me. He's a perfect Navy Reserve mentor, helping me to know how to track my points, making sure that we're getting schooled, educated on the board process, taking hard jobs, looking for the tough jobs, encouraging each other to take them. He sacrificed a lot, and between the two of us, we had to figure out which grandma would help watch the boys. When that wasn't always possible, he helped find babysitters that would help him when I had to travel and be away. I homeschooled the boys, and we were participating in a class day, and that was a commitment that I had. And when I needed to go on AT or ADT for schools, he would take leave from his job at General Atomics, and he'd go with the boys, and he would participate in that. So it was a really neat opportunity to share so many different parts of our lives. We share the challenges of command, the opportunities, what it is to mentor, and just encourage each other and all those around us with it. So I thank Michael. I thank James and Andrew for having been very understanding and patient, and Mama's always doing Navy work. I thank Michael. I thank our moms. I thank our dads who went before us. Mike's dad, Dan, retired as a commander from the United States Navy Reserve, and my dad retired as lieutenant commander, also from the Navy. So I want to thank some mentors, and there's 3 in particular. The first mentor, and the one that's been with Mike the whole way through, and then I married into that mentorship, is retired Captain Bill Chevy Chabelle. A lot of you know him. He's been great. He's been a champion. He's encouraged us to do the hard things, to get a big picture. He's invited me to come along, and I have been able to pay forward what he has taught me at different organizations along the way, 3 different times. So I'm really thankful for that. I think Admiral Scott Jones, who took me one time outside of Building 60 there at 3rd Fleet in Point Loma, put his hand on my shoulder, and he said to me, looked me in the eye, and he said, I want to make you a captain. And there aren't many women who make captain in the Navy, and certainly in the Navy Reserve. There are actually very few who get to wear a flight suit and have wings who make captain in the Navy Reserve. But even fewer in the history has been women who've been moms. And it changes you. Motherhood changes you. Parenthood changes you. And it gives you a different empathy. It softens you in terms of flexibility and trying to see things holistically. And it shapes you in a different way. And so I was really thankful that I had a mentor who hadn't been a mom. He was dad. And he said that to me. And he saw something in me that I might not have seen in myself. And then a third mentor who has come up, who was a commander at the time, like me, when I was hearing those words, he is now a 1-star admiral, and that's Admiral Rob Nowakowski. And he has been really encouraging, making the fleet better for a lot of us. All the way up until 2005, I got selected for my next rank on the very first time my record was looked at. We call it the first look. But after commander, that was when I started having children, things that I needed to get sidelined for. If I wanted to be the lead on coordinating an exercise, it conflicted with the fact that I was actually giving birth in the middle of the exercise or days before. So there were certain opportunities that I didn't have the access to. Sometimes people think, oh, you're a Harvard grad, you're super smart. Maybe I don't want to give you that job. Maybe you need to be more focused on something else, like in the training department or whatnot. So I didn't get the same opportunities at the same times as some of my male peers. So when it came to captain, my peers and my colleagues had already had command. They'd already been executive officers. And I didn't have that. That's the wonderful thing about the Navy. And active duty, if you fail to select 2 times, they won't look at you again. They say, now that's your terminal rank and you need to make new plans. And for some people, they get to retire, and it was a fantastic career, and they should be proud of it. In the Navy Reserve, we have an unlimited number of looks until we hit our tenure. So many years that you can serve in that rank. And as a commander, it's 28 years. But as a female commander commissioned before October 1996, it was until I decided I wanted to retire at age 59 or 60. And Mike says I get to drill until I'm 60.
62, I think.
62, yes, we'll say about that. So the Navy Reserve has been wonderful for me to be able to contribute in the Navy while balancing that with where my heart is, which is being a mom, raising my boys, homeschooling them, being a support to Mike. And God's timing has been amazing throughout this process, and that's a different time that I'll share all about that, but I wanted to be able to be a naval officer when my dad was commissioned when I was 6 years old. There was a picture of me when I was 6 leaning over his commissioning cake with the combination cover. I was disappointed to get the bucket cover when I was an ensign because different cover for women, and we've changed that. And so now when I retire, I will be wearing the same kind of cover my father did. And, there's one last thing I wrote in my notes. Like I said, I wanted to be a Navy officer and I wanted to have a family. But in the Navy, the interesting thing is you have to achieve many things before they let you lead. So I'm thankful to God that he's helped me achieve this. He's helped me have the opportunities to lead. And I don't know what Mike's running around the house to do, but I'm about to wrap it up. So I just wanted to thank, James, you can go ahead and turn this off here and hit the button when I tell you to. I just want to thank all of you guys for listening to me and this, and wish you guys were here so you could see me cry in person. We could eat some cake together because we're just a bunch of cake eaters. Michael bought me a present. I don't know what it is, but he's getting the package and scissors. And I get to see what this package is that he bought in honor of my selection and promotion to captain. But he's taking some time here, so
Forgot about it entirely.
he forgot about it.
Get that.
Just a second. Hurry up, because we're almost done. Okay.
And the camera's going to turn off by itself soon.
Yeah, the camera will turn off by itself soon.
He has a limit.
Oh, okay. So he wants to change.
Well, your name tag you have now is perfectly acceptable, but we did get the proper rank for Lisa, Captain. And here we go. This one says everything has commanding officer on it, but you can wear the other one because that's commanding officer. And
Oh, he got a pink version. This is from.
Lisa can say it.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I
I am
am
the captain now.
So thanks, Dennis Volz, for getting that shirt for Mike, and now we can wear it as a matching pair. Love you guys.